Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Star Wars Skeleton Crew to talk about the things you might have missed in episodes 1 and 2. From hidden character connections to lore deep Easter eggs, this one's about a lot of the subtle details that Star Wars fans are buzzing about. So let's break it all down, starting with the characters. First up, Jude Law's character. It seems to be the consensus among fans that he is the masked pirate captain we see in the opening scene of Episode 1 get taken out by his crew in a mutiny. There are a couple clues that make this pretty clear. First, his voice is barely distorted, it's unmistakably Jude Law. And second, his name appears first in the credits at the end of the episode, even though officially he doesn't show up. It feels like the show isn't trying too hard to keep the secret, but I'm curious how long they'll hold off on confirming it. This setup gives the show a definite Treasure Island vibe, which is a fantastic narrative choice. The idea of Jude Law playing a character who could be a stand in for Long John Silver, I'm all in for that kind of storytelling in Star Wars. Now, let's talk about SM-33, the crew's hilarious droid. This name might have gone unnoticed by some, but if you think about 33 being E, that makes his name Smee. Sound familiar? That's right, he could be a nod to the famous pirate Smee from Peter Pan. I don't know about you, but from here on out, I'm calling him Smee. And here's an even deeper cut. Smee and the entire crew seem heavily inspired by Captain EO. If you're unfamiliar, Captain EO was a 17-minute film made by Lucasfilm for Disneyland back in 1986, starring none other than Michael Jackson. Before Skeleton Crew even premiered, there were whispers about a connection to Captain EO. And after seeing Smee, his mannerisms, the overall vibe of the crew, and just straight up character design choices, I think we can safely say that it's no longer speculation. Now let's talk about At-Aden, their homeworld, the mythological planet of lost treasure, apparently. There's so much mystery surrounding this place. It seems like no one can get in or out. It seems like it's been frozen in time since the Republic era. But why? Is it controlled by a dystopian government? Is it stuck in some kind of space-time anomaly? There are some intriguing details here. The administrator talks about the Great Work, which is a phrase Star Wars fans might recognize from the High Republic books. During that era, the Republic's chancellor was obsessed with these great works to unite the galaxy. Think enormous space stations like the Starlight Beacon. Could At-Aden be tied to one of these projects? The planet also leans into a High Republic aesthetic with its heavy use of droids. Safety droids handle almost everything. Have you noticed that? That lines up a lot with the laws from that era. For example, droids being the only ones allowed to do space repairs. The forced career paths and the emphasis on societal needs hint at a small, isolated society trying to maintain some kind of balance. It's actually almost dystopian, but in a subtle way. One of the most fascinating details is that the kids don't even know what stars look like. They don't know the name of their star system or planets nearby. If At-Aden is using some kind of planetary shield, or if it's a relic from the High Republic's Nihil pirates, it could explain why the planet has been so cut off from the galaxy. There's a lot of potential here, and I'm excited to see how it unfolds. Now, let's talk Easter eggs. Did you catch the reference to Aldani? That's the planet featured in the second arc of Andor. It's a small detail, but it's always fun to see Star Wars tie in its various stories together with these little nods. And yes, that pirate, that is Steve Urkel himself, Jaleel White. Seeing him in a Star Wars project is actually a really fun surprise for people of a certain age group. And perhaps the most sarcastic Easter egg of all is the Acrobats show. This is straight out of the Star Wars Holiday Special. It's like Disney saying, "Oh, you thought we forgot? Nope, we're gonna canonize this out of pure irony." It's moments like these that the show shows how self-aware Star Wars can be in its modern era and actually be fun. So there you have it. Things you might have missed in Star Wars Skeleton Crew so far. What do you think? Did I miss anything? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more Star Wars content. Until next time, may the Force be with you.